Hello friends, I am Pradeep Yadav and I welcome you all at my channel The Knowledge Adda. In this video, I am going to discuss stack input output and machine control instruction in 8085 microprocessor. Because all the instruction in 8085 microprocessor divided in 5 groups, and 4 groups we have already discussed. Now I am going to discuss last, that is stack input output and machine control instruction. So this type of instruction control machine functions such as halt, interrupt or do nothing. This type of instruction alter the different type of operation executed in the microprocessor, and most of the instruction operate by machine itself and user cannot use those type of instruction. There are many instruction which just comes under machine control instruction. So here you can see these are some instruction which comes under machine control instruction. These are halt and nope, EI and DI, rim and sim, push and pop, XTHL, PCHL and SPHL, in and out. So in this video I am going to discuss each and every instruction with detail, and also you can say by considering some example and also overview. So first instruction is nope. Nope means no operation. Basically this instruction tells that there is no operation happening within the microprocessor. So no operation is performed. The instruction is fetched and decoded, however no operation be executed. Because suppose you are writing a program and if you want after this line there should be nothing happen, then you can use nope, that is no operation. Now talking about halt means halt and intermediate state means, and also sometimes people used to refer it just end the program. Suppose you have written a program and if you want to end that program, so you have to mention halt. Means what happen when you are going to write halt, the CPU finishes executing the current instruction and halt any further execution. Means after halt you can't perform any operation. Means suppose you have written a program 5 line, in 6th line you have mentioned halt, in 7th line if you are going to write anything, that code written in 7th line, that is not going to be executed, because halt means just your program is just end, and after halt your counter will be exit, and that is not going to execute further instruction. Just let me take example. Suppose you have written 4-line program and here you have mentioned halt, and again here you have written something. Okay, what happen? This will execute each and every line. Whenever program counter will get halt, means from that position your program counter will be come out, means this line will be not executed. So this is use of halt. Okay, now we have 2 instructions जो mostly used for enable and disable. So DI used to enable interrupt and DI used to disable interrupt. Sorry, DI used to disable interrupts and EI used to enable interrupts. So all the interrupt except tap or disable when you are going to use DI, and in case of EI, all the interrupts which are available in 8085 microprocessor will be enabled by using this simple instruction. So we have rim and sim. Rim means read interrupt mask and sim means set interrupt marks. So this is multi-purpose instruction used to read the status of interrupt. By using rim instruction you can read the status of all the interrupt which is present within the microprocessor, as you can take example as like 7.5, 6.5, 5.5, and the read serial data input bit. The instruction load 8 bits in the accumulator with the following interpretation. Actually whatever instruction we are discussing in this, mostly instruction works with accumulator by default. And sim means set interrupt marks. This is multi-purpose instruction and used to implement the 8085 interrupts and serial data output. So basically you can see rim is going to work for input and sim is going to work for output. Now this is a very much important instruction under the machine control. This is push. RP means register pair. So you can use push with register pair like BC pair, HL pair, DE pair, and also you can Okay, basically you have to use register pair. Now just discuss what is push. Push instruction is used to store data in stack. Basically push and pop, there are two instructions work with stack. A register pair is always specified with push instruction as a push B, push D and push H. Basically first letter of register pair is written with instruction. Suppose someone is written push B, and as we know push is work with 16-bit data, that is why B represent BC pair, D represent DE pair and H represent HL pair. The content of register pair specified in the operand or copied into stack. The stack pointer is decremented and the content of higher order register in pair such as D and B in BC pair are copied into stack. Okay. The stack pointer is decremented again and the content of lower orders, means your stack pointer is going to decrement two times. First time stack pointer will decrement to load value in D, and second time the content of lower order register, and in second time that is going to work with lower order. So, here you can say the just I have chosen the example, you can see LXI SP and 2605 means this is value of stack pointer, LXI B 2550 this is a memory address, or you can say the data is stored in the BC pair, means B stored 25 and C stored 50. Here this is value of higher address, this is value of lower address. If you are talking about B, that represent BC, means B is stored 25 and C is stored 50, and this is value of stack pointer. Then what happen when you are going to execute push B? So, what happen? Firstly, SP is initialized. So, I think I have already told, and this is okay here. Now, push instruction will be executed, the stack pointer will be decremented by 1, okay. Then now it will become 2604 and the content of B will be copied at memory location this, okay, means here 2604 and here 50 will be 25 will be copied, higher bit again it will be decremented when 2603 and here the content of lower address or lower byte will be copied, means 2050. So, basically this is working of push. So, this is simple example, by this example you can understand. Now, talking about pop, pop is just opposite of push, what we have discussed in push, this is just opposite. Pop instruction used to retrieve data from the stack, where we are inserting the data in the stack, here we are retrieving the data from the stack. A register pair is always specified with pop instruction as like pop B, pop D and pop H. The content of register pair specified in the operand or copied into stack. The content of topmost location of stack or copied into lower register such as C, BC, ED. Okay, so here what happen in push, your stack pointer is decremented by 2 times, here stack pointer is going to increment by 2 and first data first memory location that will be copied into lower register and second will copy into higher register. So, here you can see the example, suppose the value of SP is double FE and the content at this location is 10 and this is 10. What happen when you are going to execute pop? Okay, so see here you can see what happen. First time value will be incremented, okay, and the content of this location will copy at H, means talking about lower byte, and again this will be incremented and that copy of that data will be copied into H, because here finally we get stack pointer, value of stack pointer is 2300. Why? Because when you are going to add FE plus 1, we will get 2020 FF, again if you are going to add, we will get 2030. 3. Okay, and the data at this location will copy into lower byte, and the data this will be copied into H. So, this is simple and just reverse of push. Now, talking about XTHL, this instruction exchange the content of memory location pointed by stack pointer with the content of L register and the content of next memory location with the content of register H. So, here you can see the example if the content of HL is 5601 and the value of SP is 2000. Okay. So, by executing this and the content at 2000 H is 30 H and 2001 is 20 watts. So, when you are going to execute XTL, this instruction will scan the content of memory location, means we are talking about 2000 30 H with the content of L, means by 01 here, and the content of next memory location, means that is 20 H content with the content of 56, means this content will be exchanged with this and this will content will be exchanged with this. So, this is working of XTHL, and so here you can see the example. Okay. So, here by using this picture, by looking at this picture, you can easily understand how stack input how XTHL is going to work with the memory location. Now, talking about last instruction of machine control, one is SPHL. SP means stack pointer, HL means HL. As we know, this instruction copies the content of HL register pair to the stack pointer, means here we are going to copy the data of HL into stack pointer. Okay. So, here by looking at this example, you can easily understand. Suppose the content of HL is 2030, then what happen? SPHL, this instruction will copy 2030H into SP. So, SP will point the memory location 2030, means we are just transferring the data of HL into SP, you can say, or just you can say we are going to make memory location whatever HL is containing, and that will be assigned, that value will be assigned to SP, and the address will be stack pointer will be 2030H. So, here you can see this instruction copies the content of HL register pair to stack pointer. This is very simple, and when you are talking about PCHL, PC means program counter, HL means HL. So, here load program counter with HL content, means the content of register H and L are copied into the program counter, and the contents of H are placed as the higher address byte and the content of L has been lower byte. So, this is very simple instruction. And when we are talking about output, so output data from accumulator to a port with 8-bit address, because out and in instruction generally works with 8-bit data, and by default works with accumulator. You can say you can store the value of accumulator at output port, and also the value of output port you can move into accumulator by using same instruction move a comma b. So, you can write move comma out, move comma in. So, that is work fine. Output data from accumulator to a port with the 8-bit address, the content of the accumulator are copied into the input output port, and here in case of input data to accumulator from a port with 8-bit address, the content of the input port designated in the operand are read and loaded into the accumulator. So, here in case of out we are fetching the data from accumulator, in case of in we are inserting data in accumulator. So, my friend, these all about machine control and stack input output control in 8085 microprocessor. So, thank you for watching this. Thank you.